going live to do some ginger shots. I figured I'll just see who's here and you guys can just chat with me for a bit while I do the shots. Cut over here. I don't even know how to set up this camera good so I can see. This time I'm doing hey Renaissance, I see you there. Thanks. I'm just doing some ginger shots. We can just, whoever's here can chit chat. I'm doing ginger turmeric shots. I found the wholesale place that I go to. Can you guys see me? I don't know how this is gonna work because I'm not seeing readjust the camera. I found another place that does what do you call it? It has organic ginger and turmeric, so I found another supplier, which is good. And I think I'm gonna thin it out with just had to thin it out with some coconut water this time. Let's see what I have on hand. Hey to anybody there I don't see. I'm not juicing too much today, just the shots because I don't feel like doing anything else. I have some green juice to make, but I'll make it maybe in the morning, which doesn't make sense because I have to now wash the machine again, but I think I'm going to wash my hair tonight instead and not, I'll do the ginger shots and then I'll wash my hair. So I don't peel my ginger or my turmeric. It's organic. I washed it with vinegar and baking soda. Sometimes I add salt to the mix. And they look like they're fine. There's no bad bits. I can possibly plant some of this too because this looks really good for planting. And I'm probably going to plant some of the turmeric. I got a whole bag for about $4. Good price at this wholesale place. This is the turmeric. So I think I'm going to plant some. I never planted. You know what? I went live using the YouTube app. And this is the problem. I can never see the chat. So if you guys are, hold on. Live chat. Okay. Oh, hey. My goodness. You see it? Hey, Renaissance. Hey, Rambo. Hey, Broke Farmer. I'm out getting my compost ready. Ugh. That's the one thing I like about winter. You don't have to smell the compost. Yeah, I'm just juicing so we can just chit chat. I'm making more juice. And I'm doing a pineapple from the fridge. It's been in there for a minute. It's not old, but it's well ripe, and I don't feel like eating it, so I'm going to use this as the liquid for the shots. Pineapple, ginger, turmeric, key limes, and then I'll add black pepper, obviously. I don't like using plain tap water to rinse, but at this point, I don't want to use my last bottle of spring water. Okay. And let me show you the water. That's what come off of it. So it's not too dirty. It's just because it's organic. There's not much on it. Just some dirt, grains, some of the skin, stuff like that. So it's not too bad. When I wash the other ones that are not organic, it's very dirty. Okay. So I hope you guys are getting your shots and keeping healthy. I know they're saying everything is done. Certain things are done, but from what I'm hearing, it's not really done. So better keep your immune system up. They're saying a lot of children are in the hospital with just regular flu. They can't even manage the regular flu anymore. The hospitals are overcrowded with the children. So, we better take this thing seriously and make sure we keeping our immune system up. Okay, this is gonna go in the compost. Yeah, this pineapple is well old. If I miss you guys, oh, that's Nightbot. Okay, I guess only when a new comment comes up it tells me. Okay, guys, I'm here. So you guys talk to me and let me know what's going on. I don't have a, I wonder how this thing works. Can you, I didn't use StreamYard, but I think they have a, an option to, what, talk live with people on YouTube? I don't know. I'm not going to be on here too long anyways. I'm just juicing and you guys can chat. Enable flash, save highlight. Have you tried growing pineapples? Yeah, I have one. Hold on, let me show you guys. There's one right here. I didn't plant it yet. I have one that's planted. And I have this one. And it has a good root system. So this one should be planted probably this week. And the inside seems to be having a lot of new growth. Like stuff is the center core. So yeah, that's one. And I have one in the pot already. The one in the pot, what I noticed is that the bottom of the soil, the drainage part, I see mushrooms under there. So I guess there's some kind of micro activity going on in there. I don't know if that's a good thing in a small pot or a bad thing, but that's what's happening. I got two small ones. Whoops. Oh my goodness. That's why I don't use YouTube, because it disappears. I got two small ones if they make it through winter. Or they must be in the greenhouse then, right? Broke? I think you must have them in the greenhouse. Does your temperature in your greenhouse stay pretty warm? I know you have the Arctic freeze, but do you find that you can leave it unheated for your citrus and all that stuff? Because if you can, that's easier than having to go pay for heating. That's a bit annoying. Yeah, this pineapple is well overripe. I'm not even going to keep the skin. But you can see it's well ripe. Actually, a lie. I'm going to keep the skin. I'm going to eat it. This is good. Yep, I'm going to eat that skin. That is juicy. I'll eat that. That's not going to throw in the compost just yet. Not just yet. And I have a pomegranate that's already washed. So I'll do that separately. Hey, Urban and all in the chat. Oh, hey, Analytic Gardener. If the temps don't drop below 25. Oh, Lord. Just hold on. I'm pressing my fat finger. No. Don't drop below 25. My greenhouse is good without heat. Oh, you see? That's good. That's my next thing is a greenhouse. I'm going to need heat if I'm going to go from January to March. But up until Christmas, really and truly, the sun, if I can learn how to capture the radiant heat and have it just stay in the greenhouse overnight as much as possible, I don't really need too much external heating. And I'm only going to be growing cold tolerant. I'll put my temperature controlled stuff in the garage because it's already warm in there from the heat from the house. So I'm going to put a pineapple there. There's a bit of a bad bit in the pineapple. Not much, but I'm going to cut that out. Other than that, the pineapple's fine. And in the fridge, that was. If it was on the counter, that would have rotten up a long time. Sometimes I find certain pineapples, I'm not sure if you guys feel the same way. It's like it gives you a reaction, almost like how sometimes strawberries, you feel like your tongue gets itchy, like you have an allergy to it. I don't know why. Maybe the pesticides or something, I don't know what's going on, but sometimes I put some ginger. I'm using a stand, so sometimes you're not going to see. Let me point it. Can it point it upwards? Okay, so I'm filling the machine with some ginger and pineapple, turmeric after. And there we go. I'm going to do the key limes. I can't peel them because they're too tiny. I'll try to peel it by hand, but that's about it. But yeah, I'm going to get a greenhouse. I think there's no point of stopping your gardening when winter comes. I think this is the first year I'm growing indoors, and I'm glad that I'm doing it. Because winter can be so depressing. Oh my God. Last couple of days, no sunshine, overcast. It's just sad. Oh my, oops. The thing wasn't in the right spot. Making a big old mess here. It wasn't lined up properly. There, I'll try that again. What did I miss? Hey, Linda's mixed up mess. I'm just juicing some shots for a bit. I'm not going to be on long, but just chitter chatter. You guys can talk to each other. You can type hashtag urban to drop your links if you want to drop your link. There's some people here who you haven't seen or you haven't met. You can check them out. Oh my, this is full already. I'm going to water it down this time because my family said we bought some shots from the store locally and we found a juicery. And they water theirs down with coconut water, and my family liked it because a little less kick. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to put spring water or coconut water. I'll add some black pepper for heat and to get the turmeric to do its thing. But it's cheaper, probably said in the long run, for me to just use the, whoops, making a mess, pineapple. To use, water it down a little more. So that's what I'm going to do going forward. Unless they want me to make them strong. They have a request or they have a cold. Then I'll, hey, somebody came up there, but YouTube does not keep the chat on the screen. Hey, Bell's Backyard Garden. If I missed somebody, sorry. It's, I'm using the YouTube app on my phone this time, and it does not keep the chat on the screen. I have to actually touch my phone with my wet hand, and I don't want to do that. But hello, hello. So ginger shots. I'm using pineapple as the liquid. And you'll see the pulp is very like dry and starchy looking. Fiber from the pineapple. Not pineapple, the ginger and the turmeric. And I have about 4 limes. So I have a lot more ginger. I can't tell you how many pounds. I just take a handful. Maybe 2 handfuls of ginger and a handful of turmeric. And I just eyeball it. I follow the ingredients, but not an actual recipe with weights and amounts. I just put in what I feel to, and that's about it. Okay, here we go again. Hey everybody. Hey D Macro. Yeah, I'm just making shots. And how's everybody doing today? I haven't got a flu this year at all. I don't know about you guys. I haven't got sick. I had a little sinus issue. Usually in the early spring, and sometimes it's the dust from when the furnace has to be turned on. But I had a little tickle in my throat in November when I did my firearms course. But other than that, I've been having these shots regularly and I have not been sick. So thank God for that. So whatever is in these natural remedies does work. But you can't take them when you're sick. You have to be taking them all the time. Well, you can, that's not really true. You can take them when you're sick, but you have to be taking them as a prevention. It's not an instant cure. And I don't add any more sugar, just the fruit. So the pineapple is enough. Let me do all the limes now. But yeah, I have not got sick this year. I'm happy for that because even a sinus cold, this would knock me out for about a week. And that's pretty much that. I should wear gloves, but I don't feel like it now. Because sometimes the citrus the pineapple kind of burns my skin because of the eczema. So it's not good, but I already started, so just finish up. But what are you guys using to keep from catching a cold or a flu or the kofifi? I also have cayenne pepper. I'm putting that in my teas. Add a kick. Ginger tea. I'm just peeling the key lime. This one looks a little, peeling it by hand so I don't waste the actual. Key limes are expensive, man. My goodness. But they say this is like the real limes, alkaline. So that's that. Okay, you guys just saying hey to each other. Okay, good. Vitamin D and B12. Are you taking K with your D, Broke Farmer? I was taking D3 from forever, but I found out when I got sick with the thing that you need to take vitamin K2 with your D3. That's so the reason your tongue feels funny when eating pineapple is an enzyme called bromelain. It digests the protein on your tongue as you eat. Yeah, I think it feels like something's eating. Had a bad cold, only lasted four days because of changing my diet. Okay, yeah, it's that too. Sometimes it's the toxins, the excess mucus and inflammation. Yeah, I haven't been sick, thank goodness. I thought B12 had K. Never heard of that, Broke. I'm not sure. I had to buy K2 separately. Hey Cheryl, hey, I take elderberry tincture drops. I made the elderberry tincture. I do elderberry. I take a little bit of everything. Hey, yeah, best life. Vitamin D, B12 every day. Raw honey, zinc has changed my diet more. Yeah, hey, Nikki. Yeah, do your research. I don't think B has K. I haven't heard that. Maybe I missed it. I'll check it out. But I have B. I have a B complex, not just B12. I have D3, K2, zinc, vitamin C for sure. That everyone knows vitamin C. I'm gonna change my vitamin C because somebody said to go to a more plant-based one. Ascorbic. Hey, Mike. Ascorbic acid is not really the best form of vitamin C, but I'll try it out. And then elderberry, I take selenium because selenium is also good for immune system. I take my omegas and my stuff, my fish oils to keep other things healthy. Mushrooms, I got some mushroom capsules, lion's mane or whatever the one they said is good for immune system. And someone mentioned NAC or a NAC or whatever it's called. That's supposed to be good. I'm not too sure, but it hasn't given me any side effects, so I'm going to continue taking it. It does give me energy. So, I tried it out. It seems to be fine for me. But do your research. This is not medical advice. Do your own research. And make sure you're taking the right amounts. Because many of us are not taking enough. You're taking what's on the bottle to take, and it's actually not enough for you. So just check and make sure. Because from what I understand, vitamin D deficiency is the first thing they check when people have breast cancer. They check your vitamin D levels. So a lot of naturopaths recommend certain amount to have in your system, and what the doctor says is normal is not what's normal for the naturopath. Especially when you have maybe cancer in your family history. I just ordered some 2-ounce juice shot glasses yesterday. They will arrive. Yeah, I ordered some too, and I was hey, Educated Natural. I didn't see it, but I see Nikki saying hi to you. I'm on YouTube today, guys, not StreamYard, so the chat doesn't stay on the screen. But hey to everybody here. I'm just making some more ginger shots. I figure I'll check in with you guys for a bit about, regular stuff. Hey, Planter. But you have to do your own research. And what I find too is that information changes so quickly sometimes. And sometimes your own doctor is not up to date with some of the new things that are going on in the medical world. They're not up to date. You'd think your doctor would be reading all the periodicals and being, current with all the changes and recommendations. Not always. So you have to be your own researcher, your own advocate, your own everything. And ask them questions, and then they'll start to dig deeper and figure out what you're talking about. I'm just peeling the lemon. It's not lemon, the lime. I have limes today, and some regular lime and some key lime. I use whatever I have. Citrus is citrus, so that's pretty much straightforward. And so far I have this amount. It's going to be for 4 people. I'm going to water it down with coconut water after the fact because at least the coconut water will add a bit of sweetness. Not really. When I say sweet, you know it's not that sweet, but just, I don't use sweetened coconut water. Mine is sugar-free. I don't buy things with sugar. If I want to sweeten it, I'm going to put my own honey into the mix, which I usually do. I'll sweeten it with natural, organic, raw honey, but I don't want no sugar. I want to control the type of sugar I use and the amount of sugar I use. Sugar is crack cocaine, and I don't need that. Lime. I see what diabetes does to people, so I don't play with that. I don't play with that. I've seen people lose limbs, amputations. I don't play with that. If I missed you guys, sorry. I'm not watching the screen, but I'm just chitter-chattering. I'll check it periodically. How's everyone doing with their spring gardens? Have you started your spring garden? I started mine. I dropped the video this morning, you guys may have saw, with my lettuce debacle of 2022. December was rough. It was funny though, but I'm going to try it again. I'm starting them from seed right now for the WIG WIG 2022. And on February 1st, those who don't know, we are starting the Herb Garden Challenge with Planter Garden. So get your seeds or your selections ready. You have to grow at least 5 herbs. So we're asking for 5, and I think we said it has to be now from seed. I need to start my garden. Hi. Oh, hey, Lashes. I see someone saying hi to you. Hey, Rochelle Vanderpool. Sorry, Vanterpool. Good to see you here. Yeah, in the bushes. No problem. I was gonna message you, Lashes. Whenever you go on the phone to record, is that when your kids are saying mom, mom, mom? I was gonna message you. I saw your video. I'm like, I bet you the kids them were not even asking for their mother. And once the phone said record, all of a sudden they want their mother, right? Mom, look at this. Mom, look at that. As you say, they won't let you be great, right? They won't let you be great. You have to get smart with them. You have to pretend that you're recording and test them out. And test them out. They won't let you be great. January is rough, guys. It's cold over here. I don't know how it is where you are, but sometimes you can just be like, ugh, I don't feel like doing nothing. But I'm doing the shots. I started my garden. The squirrel was on my veranda digging up my pot. These squirrels make me sick. I put a grow bag on my veranda. It had my Mary J in there. It was dried up from a long time, and I think there's a couple of gnats maybe lingering in there. So I put it outside to freeze and make them kill off the bugs in there. And if I bring it back in the spring, I'll pour boiling water on it. Anyways, the long and the short was there was a squirrel digging up something. So my white railings are now dirty. And the gnat stickers that were in the pot are like all over the place, full of dirt. And and the bag is now actually frozen, which is what I wanted, to freeze up the bugs. And in the spring, I will put boiling water on it. Because I do want to plant another pineapple in here. Let me see the chat. So I haven't started planting yet. I hope to start this weekend. Hey, Lulu's Treasure Trove. Came in for thumbs up, not feeling well. Oh, I hope you feel better. Thank you for the support. I hope you feel better. I think I have to call my doctor. I'm supposed to go on Thursday for my physical, but I'm not sure if it's going to meet my schedule. And you have to give 48 hours notice. So I think I might just tell her now. I'll call her after. Starting my end of February. Yeah, I'm doing hydroponics for the first time. I'm really happy with it. I'm going to show you guys. I'll show you guys an update in a second. A sneak peek. I have some daily updates, but I will edit that video. Actually, I have to drop the video of me dropping the seeds and then give you guys some update clips. But for those of you here on the live today, I will show you a little sneak peek. After 6 days of growing, I will show you a sneak peek. Hold on, I'm just peeling this key lime with my... And the reason why I peel the citrus is the skin's okay, but sometimes it'll give a bitter taste. Some people can tell and they don't like it. So I will peel as much as I can because my dad's not a fan of it. The oils are very strong. And I just might keep the skin and dry it for other purpose. But yeah, start your garden, guys. Especially if you're just feeling a little down and dreary. It'll help you. Oh, don't talk. You talking about squirrels, D macro? Yeah, they make me sick. And Denise trying to move it under the deck. I have to go deal with her because she keeps coming back. I went to buy a pellet gun and didn't buy it because they're behind the glass over here and you can't even hold them and touch them and see if you like them and feel them before you buy them. I don't want to buy a pellet gun. I want to see if I like, you know, if it works with my hand size, if I like the feel of it. But yeah, that raccoon is going to, if you see me with a fur hat, you know why. She's got to go. And she ain't bringing no more babies over here. Let me tell you that. And I don't care which PETA members are in the live and saying how dare you with animal rights. You grow a garden and see if you want all these animals in your backyard and living on your premises and interfering with what you're doing. And try to move into your house. Then you come talk to me about your PETA rights. So you go figure that out somewhere else. Don't come over here with that. I leave them alone if they leave me alone. And she's not leaving me alone. She's coming right up on my house, getting out of order. And then they'll come into your roof and move into your roof. You know how much that costs to get them removed from your house? Or almost $1,000 to get the raccoons them removed from your house. $1,000 for somebody that doesn't belong here? I don't think so. Miss me with that. Thieving, yep, destructive creatures. They come on your veranda, make a mess, dig up your dirt, dig up your seedlings that you waited weeks and weeks to put outside. You have to cover up everything. You can't even enjoy things just open and out there. You have to be covering up everything. Okay, that's the last of it. So let me let that go while I eat the pineapple skin because it's so juicy. I want to eat what's in the skin. It was good. This is very sweet. You don't need sugar when you have fruit, sweet fruit. So you can see it's more orange because there's more turmeric in this batch. So, this is so good. My gosh. Fruit is better than candy. I'm telling you. When you stop eating candy and just clean your diet. Okay, let me put that pour out. But yeah, I'm done with soil in my house, guys. I think I'm done with soil. I'm doing only hydro inside. It's just cleaner. Okay, the turmeric, the color. Yeah, it looks like a mango or it looks like an orange. But it smells. If you're here with me, it smells very turmeric-y. And then here's the pulp. You could use that to make tea, but I might freeze some. I have some in the freezer. I might freeze some more and make tea. Look at my hands, I'm turned orange now. I'll never bring soil. Nope, never, ever, ever, Mike. Never. Never, ever. You brought one poinsettia in your house and your whole house was infected by that one plant. No, never again. It's not worth it. Nature belongs outside with nature. And that's the end of it. That's the end of it. I'm not trying to reinvent the wheel. Hey, Psalm 146. Okay, no problem. I'm just here juicing. I'm not going to be here that long. I just figured I'll check in with you guys after Tuesday. I had a good day so far. Yesterday and today have been good days. I'm getting stuff done. I'm getting my editing done. I want to get my videos out once a week, a new video out. Get my old videos out. Get some more shorts. Sorry, I'm eating talking about this fruit's so sweet. My God. Hey, Jay. Hey, Big Rooster. Hey, Bot or Bap. Bappity bap bap bap. You guys didn't watch Neck Bone News with Tori's brain. You gotta watch Neck Bone News to know who Bap is. And if you haven't watched Educated Natural to see what she did with the people who talked about her egos, you gotta watch her skits. Okay, I'm just pouring it into the glass jug. And I'm gonna dilute it. Let me see what I missed in the chat. Yeah, man, I make shots again. But man, here's my teeth. Like, you call me Big Rooster. Yeah, so I'm making shots. It's good for your immune system. I make them regularly. When I am juicing, I'll sometimes go live just to talk with you guys, because other than that, life is very busy, right? So since I'm just standing around in one spot, I'm just pushing the stuff down. It's getting caught around the hook. Now, I think Sam was saying, or yeah, I think what Sam was saying, she was juicing but she stopped because her sugar was too high. So in case you guys missed, or maybe I didn't mention it clearly, juicing does not mean you have a lot of fruit. The ratio should be 80% vegetables and 20% fruit, because that may affect you negatively, especially when you have, diabetes or whatever other issues. So you need to be mindful of that. And I don't know why this lemon's spinning around. Be mindful of that and keep the ratio 80 to 20. And they also have online a lot of recipes for diabetics, and certain ingredients are better than others. Their recommendations. So don't make up your own recipes if you have certain issues. Follow a plan online for people who have whatever issues, and they give you the right ingredients and the right ratios. Yeah, balance. So I put a pineapple in here, but you have to remember I'm making... Oh, my delivery came. 1 second. Give me 1 second. I got my Amazon at the door. Wash my hands because I touched the doorknob. But that's not even my delivery. I ordered some vitamins for my dad, and they have my address on file. And this particular company makes it so hard to change the address, so I just have it delivered here, and I'll take it over to him later. And funny enough, I'm getting him his vitamin D. He ran out. His K2, his selenium, his omega ran out. Everything ran out. His vitamin C ran out. Like, I had to order a whole bunch of pills. And he knows when he opens the last bottle, let me know so I can order it. Oh, I forgot. Well, old people, right? You have to give him a pass because he's in his 80s. So I have to give him a pass. Let me see who I missed. Hey, Joshua. I see someone saying hi to Joshua. We stopped juicing as much because we couldn't keep up with finding a way to use the pulp. Oh no, I put it in the compost. I put it in the compost bin. That goes right back into the soil. It gives me beautiful soil. Yeah, there's some, and yeah, it's, I use some for soup. I use some for tea, but I put mine in the compost, and I'm going to be getting some birds. And the birds can eat some of it, the other pulp. I don't think they want ginger. No, I think they could probably eat the ginger and turmeric too. They're not going to know. They can't taste it. From what I know, they can't taste no pepper neither. So, oh yeah, I put it in the garden. I put it in the garden. Those worms love it. All the pulp from last I'm pouring some spring water into the jar just to, you know, swirl it out. I'm just swirling out the dregs and the whatever you want to call it. And yeah, all the pulp from last year is wonderful soil. I checked the compost yesterday. I put another bag in the bin. The soil's going to be so good this spring. I'm going to dig up the bottom in the spring and then start a fresh batch. So yeah, but I use some for tea, but not as much as I should. I just don't have enough space to keep all this stuff. Let's see. Hey, Duval, someone said hi to you. I don't see you there, but I see somebody. Yeah, the soil. You put it right back in the soil. Some people bury it. You can make compost tea. Analytic. People put it in the bucket. Make your compost tea. Do you have an organic waste option? But yeah, I put mine in the compost tea in a bucket. I put mine in the compost bin to break down to make soil. I only put fruits and veggies in my bin though. I don't put meat or nothing like that. Nothing's wrong with it, but I just have never been raised to do that, so I just don't do it. My parents only put fruits and veggie. Not even rice, nothing like that we put in our garden. We just put peels, fruits, veggies, shells of nuts and stuff like that, but never put no meat or rice or anything like that in nothing cooked in my compost bin. I think it attracts, I don't know, you guys tell me, but animals and other things, so I don't want none of that. But smelling the meat and stuff, but let me wipe this down so I can show you what I'm doing next. I'm gonna bottle it up, but give me a second to wipe this down. I'm gonna open one small carton of coconut water. Oh, this thing's heavy. I'm using the glass. I'm gonna tilt you down so you can see what's happening now. It's glass. I have a big one that's plastic because they don't sell that one size in glass. But glass is heavy anyways, but if I can avoid plastic, I do, but if I can't, use what you can. Okay, I'm dumping this in the compost. So when you do ginger shots, it's not that much compost. It's like half a bag, a third of a bag. It's kind of hard to scale it, but not that much. Vegetables make a lot more trash or pulp. See if I miss anything. I don't think so. Yes, I use it in the compost and we have buried it, but we didn't feel that we were getting the best benefit from its actual use. We never made shots. Maybe we'll give it a gander. Oh yeah, I make shots. To go buy a shot, I bought a shot the other day. I found a place and it's these plastic jars. I won't show you the company, but it was $3 something for one shot. And I told you last time we did the math, it cost me about less than $1 to make it, and my ingredients were organic. And then her shots that the lady made me, I'm going to add one small carton. It's 330 milliliters of organic coconut water from Costco. I'm going to just pour that in there. And I'm going to add honey to it. But shots aren't cheap. And then Saturday she has a special, buy one shot, get one free. So I can get 2 shots for the price of one. If ever I'm in a jam. But what I noticed is she did not use real turmeric. She used powdered turmeric. And she used, I don't know what she used. I had to step away from her when she was doing it because someone who I haven't seen in years came into the shop, and then he was like catching up with me, and then I wasn't watching what she was doing. So I missed what she put in there, but she didn't use real turmeric. Well, it's real, but she didn't use turmeric rhizomes. I don't know what she used. I know she used organic coconut water. And I'm paying $3.50. And I can make it myself for cheaper. Yeah. But if I'm in a jam, I'll go to her. But if I'm not, I always cut the edge off, the corner, and pour every last drop in there. That's just the Caribbean me. Every drop is coming out. You can tell me if you do the same thing. I will cut the Tetra Pak open and I'll get every last drop out of there. Hey, Tay Weezy. How you doing this evening? Just making some shots. You guys can just chit chat with each other. Type hashtag Urban to drop your links in the chat and connect with each other. Let me see what else I missed. Oops, I missed something. What happens with this live chat? It just disappeared. Oh, nothing much. Yeah, I'm just chilling. Not wasting the cocoa. Yeah. If it's almond milk, whatever I order, I cut that Tetra Pak open. I pour every last drop in there. No, sir. Things is costing money. I was late. What ingredients did you use? Oh, I used, 1 second, love. I'll show you. So I have 2 packages left. So I used key limes and limes. I used the rest of this organic ginger from Costco. They actually now in my area sell at Costco. I just put in 1 carton of coconut water, the individual packs, 330 milliliters, the personal size one. Ginger, turmeric, lime, and I put 1 whole pineapple. I am going to put some honey in there, organic honey, to sweeten it, but not too much. And I added a bit of spring water to rinse out the container to get all the juice out. So I want to put a bit of raw creamed organic honey from Costco. I'm probably not going to buy this again, only because it says a blend, my thumb is a blend of Brazilian and Canadian honey. And I don't know, they say you shouldn't trust honey from other places because they say it's one thing and they mix up and it's not the real thing anymore. So, I don't know. We'll see. But I might have to just buy just purely local honey from one source. Let me get my jars. This is going to take a minute because I have things all over the place. I'm trying to find a quiet spoon, a big plastic, so I don't make that clanging noise on the glass. I'm trying not to make a lot of noise. So I'll use a spatula to stir it because if I use a spoon, it's going to make too much noise. I'm just eyeballing it, guys, so there's no measurement. Maybe a tablespoon, maybe 2. Either way, it doesn't matter. This is raw organic honey. It has medicinal purposes. It has health benefits, so I'm not really too concerned. It's gonna add to the shots. And I'm using a spatula so that you don't have to hear me clanging the glass. So make sure I gotta stir it heavily because I have to make sure it dissolves. But I will try this with almond milk. I really love turmeric. It's good for, hold on, I missed something. Good for brain tumor. Oh, it is? I didn't know. Oh, you got, okay. Yeah. I haven't, but I will do it from now on. I left my Caribbean out too. Yeah, I cut the corners and pour everything out. So yeah, Duval, it was our organic ginger, organic turmeric, key limes, and 4 regular limes. About 4 key limes and 4 regular limes. 1 whole pineapple, bit of spring water, a coconut water carton, and a whole bunch of raw organic honey. I'm looking at the amount. I may add a bit more spring water, only because my family says they like it a little thinner. A little thinner. I was just making straight shots and, it was like they couldn't manage drinking the whole thing at once like I was. I'm going to add some black pepper in a second, but let me get the honey all the way mixed up. And let me read the chat. Yeah, man, thanks, Planter. But yeah, use the natural remedies, guys. This is good for inflammation, as you guys may know already. Flu, cold. Sinus, when you have a lot of mucus and stuff in your system, helps you drain it out. I use oregano oil for that as well because my sinuses always tend to clog up. I don't have much tolerance for dust and stuff, and you know, when you have the furnace blowing heat in your house, you'd be surprised how dusty your house gets. So when I'm cleaning now, sometimes I have to put a mask on. Now that masks are in style, I have to put a mask on in the house when I'm vacuuming and doing certain dusting because I just don't have the tolerance for it, and it clog up my sinuses. Okay, so I think this is dissolved. I don't see any honey on the spatula. And I will add the black pepper. I'm just rinsing off the liquid because I don't want it to stain. You know, turmeric water just stains everything. Let me wipe over here because something splash. And lemons are good for detoxing. Lime is good for detoxing. People drink lemon water in the morning. Alkalizes or alkalinizes, however you say it, your system. Just got to get into the routine. I think Planter did a video on his. He had a special recipe. Let's just keep inspiring each other, guys. You guys got to keep consistent. Especially in the winter, I don't feel like it. It's too much work. When you start to feel that way, that's when you have to push past the feeling and keep going. Push past the feeling. It's still flu season. I'm cracking fresh black pepper into the mix. I prefer cracking it fresh because it's more potent. You know how long pepper sits in the stores on the shelves. By the time you get that at home, it's probably been there for 6 months. I'm putting lots of black pepper. To me, it doesn't have no. Hey, Pow, I think I saw you there. The screen disappeared. Give me a second. I'm gonna add a little tip of spring water. I want more volume. I drink sometimes 2 of these a day. Two 2-ounce shots in the morning and in the evening, especially during this time. Once March hits, it won't be so bad. That sounds interesting. What did I miss? I bought honey in Western Beef Supermarket in Ridgewood, Queens, New York, and I will stock up very soon. Is that local honey, Joshua? Yeah, as long as it's local honey, it's good for your. I buy honey from the bee store that is infused with daytil pepper. Yep, those are. When you have honey that's local to your city, the flowers and the plants and the pollen that they use is local to your city, which will help you with specific things that are local to your city. Things that you need in your system, which will not be the same as somebody who lives somewhere else. That's why it's so important to buy the honey that's local. I still have honey here from Jamaica, my uncle's bee colony. I still have honey here. Honey has no expiry date. When sometimes they put honey expiry dates on certain honey. Those must be cheap honey because honey don't have expiry date. And the honey I showed you guys earlier was from Costco, but it's in a plastic. I don't really want things in a plastic. I want things in a glass. Let me get the shot glasses and I'll pour them off. And we just keep talking and I'm soon gonna. But yeah, get good quality ingredients. Don't skimp out and buy cheap stuff. You want as much of the benefit as possible. You don't want to be buying cheap stuff. You want to keep out of the hospital. You want to keep out the doctor's office. You want to keep healthy. You don't have to go on cold and flu and all this, Try your best because as my doctor would say, you pay now or you pay later. Either way, you're going to have to pay. So you choose you want to pay now in health and wellness and fruits and vegetables and supplements, or you want to pay with nursing care and PSWs at end of life and medications up the hoo-ha. You decide. But you're going to pay now or you're going to pay later. So pay now by eating properly. Honey from Egyptian tomb still good. Yeah, it lasts forever, especially when you store it properly. And I know they didn't have no plastic container in Egypt them time there. So yes, our local bee store sells local wildflower honey among other kinds. It is great for allergy. Exactly, you guys know. Sometimes we kind of I love raw honey. Maybe I'll have some beehives one day. That would be good. I was looking at that, but I'm trying to do one thing at a time. That's definitely on my wish list. Excuse my hand. Well, I guess I have to cross over. It's on my wish list. I don't know when I'm gonna get to that item, but right now I'm focusing on some livestock, small birds that I can keep here, quail and things like that. That's not gonna be a problem. That will help with eggs, even with meat. I'm gonna take a little. I need a little taste. Get a spoon and taste a little tip of this to make sure it's sweet enough for me. Wow. Ooh, pepper. I think I'm gonna add some more honey, only because it's not peppery like, oh, I'm gonna die, but it's got some kick. It's got some kick. Let me add a bit more honey because people don't want to have such a taste in their mouth first thing in the morning. I don't mind it, but let me try. Let me give them something different. I float like a butterfly, you sting like a bee. That's Muhammad Ali. Are those glass jars on the cutting board? Yeah, these ones are glass. The ones I got from Amazon, which I think were too expensive. I wasn't happy with the price, but Juicing with Jay told me that they're available. So you know what? Let me just buy the glass jars because, to be honest, it's much better than plastic. And I have these plastic ones here that I reuse for my family, but I'm going to have to probably buy some more. My husband is allergic to bee stings. Oh, so that's not the hey Fifi. Hey, hold on, I'm missing somebody. Give me a second here, because the chat, I'm using YouTube this time, not StreamYard, so the chat does not stay on the screen. So excuse me if I miss, oh, pressing my wrong buttons. Muhammad Ali. Hey, J3GS. And Fifi, and I think I got everybody. Quail is on my list too. I inherited a cage from my... Oh, that, you see, that's a good gift, because trust me, to go get a quail cage, if you want one that has like all the fancy features, like the rollout egg thing, I'm seeing them for $500, sometimes $600. So don't throw that away. Keep that until you're ready to do the quail. Definitely keep that. Okay, let me cut that off there. I'm going to have to find another sweetener. Maybe some maple, excuse my sweatshirt. Maybe some maple syrup, because honey, I need a lot of it to kind of make it taste like there's honey in there. Mind you, the lady didn't use real turmeric. She used turmeric powder. That's why it wasn't so, the taste wasn't so. You guys can type #urban to drop your link if you missed me saying it earlier. #urban. You can drop your link so other people can find you and check out your channel. I'm just making ginger shots. I use mostly, I think everything was organic except I can't verify that the pineapple was organic, but everything else, and the limes. I cannot verify the limes are organic and the pineapple. And you think the pineapple will make it really sweet, but it's really not. The ginger and the turmeric just take over the whole taste. Why am I making shots? For my immune system. These things help with inflammation. I was having knee pains, and the knee pains were a result of a slip and fall on the ice. And ever since then, It's just, you know, and then maybe you twist your knee sometime. But that slip and fall kind of, that was it. And I have to be careful and not to over strain that knee. But the ginger is really helping. Plus, I have to go back to the gym and do those leg exercises to make sure I'm strengthening the ACL, my muscle around your knee. Hey, Erica. I see you there. So, yeah, I'm just, you know, nothing new. I've made shots before, but I'm just doing a pop-up. You guys can chit-chat with each other, chat with me. I like to do natural remedies and not rely on medications, especially when it comes to my sinuses, because it's like you're spraying it right into your brain. I don't know how you feel about it, but it's like you're putting it right into your head, into your brain. And after a while, when you use this stuff, it stops working. Your body gets used to it or whatever, and it stops working. So how are you going to find relief if you can't find nothing that works? So this works for me. Oregano oil works for me with my sinuses. It keeps the inflammation down, keeps the mucus, but also eating better. That's also part of it. So don't think you're going to have a miracle herb that's going to solve all your problems. That's not true. Excuse my ashy hands, but that's just the way it is. I don't strain it. The juicer is pretty good at getting all the pulp out, but if you prefer to strain it, you can. I'm only filling it to that line because that's exactly 2 ounces. And if I want to put them in the freezer, it's good to have a gap so that you are not right to the top. That foam is from the pineapple, so that's why it's, you know, the pineapple makes it kind of foamy. I'm going to count how many. Usually it costs me about $20 to make shots, give or take. But we did find a better place to buy the bulk organic ginger. I got 5 pounds of ginger for $10. Costco cost me $8 for 1.75 pounds. So obviously this new place is a much better deal. The wholesale cash and carry. So that means my shots are going to cost even less. And I drink these all year round. Not just, I drink 2 a day in the winter, fall and winter, but summertime I still have 1 a day. It's just good for you. Inflammation, joint pain. That's a bit too high. Inflammation, joint pain, circulation. It's good for that. Digestion as well. Some people have digestion issues. Okay. Let me see what I missed in the chat. Okay. Sorry, guys. I ended my own damn live. I pressed the wrong button. Fat fingers. Okay. Okay. Sorry, guys. That was ridiculous. Hey, Unimportant Homestead. I don't think I got you. I have a nose polyps that blocks my sinuses, so I'm always making shots. The honey with the infused datil pepper helps a lot. I was recently diagnosed with lung cancer. Oh, sorry to hear that. And after much debate and plenty of research, I'm leaving the chemo out and trying to do all natural. Well, I would recommend that you go on YouTube and check out Yaki Awakened. Hey, Gina. I will do D-Macro. Can you find Yaki Awakened? YAKHI Awakened. And drop him in the link. He has a YouTube channel. He's going live tonight at 9 p.m. Central Time. So I think it's 10 p.m. He's an herbalist. He has some different ideology about herbalist treatments for cancer. Maybe that might interest you, as well as you're doing your research and maybe expose you to other people. My friend is dealing with cancer for the 2nd time. Breast cancer, which went to her lungs. So she's checked him out. He's on Instagram as well, but make sure you find his real page. There's people who are pretending to be him. But I found him through Blind Guy. She does some stuff on him sometimes, some features on him. And there's a lot of people who believe in herbal. I believe in herbal medicine. I don't know if it's going to necessarily help with everything. It depends on how far along things are. But definitely I believe that food can rejuvenate and reverse a lot of what's happening in our bodies. And the scripture says herbs are for the healing of the nations. And I believe that. I think the food and the pollution. I'm really with my fat fingers today. So I'm not going to press. I'm trying to press the chat and it keeps. Yes, thank you, D Macro. So she dropped the link for Yaki Awakened. Yeah, this, as soon as you touch something, it takes another page. It takes you to the another page. So let me stop with my fat fingers. Yeah, check him out, guys. I find him check him out, guys. I find him interesting. He has a different way of seeing things. He explains things. If you're diabetic, he has a lot of information about that. Just the way the body works. And that most medicine is treating the symptoms and not the root cause, which we already kind of know. But he has different products. He has a website. I think his products are very expensive. But first and foremost, your diet is very important. What you choose to ingest is very important. So definitely check him out. There's quite a few people who are changing the game. And this information is not going to be readily available because they don't want us to know. Because they make more money when we're sick. So far I have 10 shots bottled up. Let me see if I missed anything. Yeah, check it out. I know I've seen people online who've testified and shared that they've reversed. You know, I can't say the H word, but they've reversed. Some people had, stage 4. Some people had all kind of stages. And they're still here today. They're still here today. So we just got to take some radical changes and take our health. Take the bull by the horns, is what they say, right? So I got 12 in the glass. I'm going to open up a whole bunch of plastic ones. I think I'm really going to buy some more glass. Because I always make them for my family. It's only us drinking them. My immediate family. I drop them off to them. And glass will just be better for all of us all around. I don't trust plastic, but sometimes we don't have no choice, right? So that's all we can get our hands on. So I'm not going to stress about it, but if I can get something else, I'm going to get it. Okay, so let me fill up these ones. You don't have to use pineapple. You can use oranges. You can use whatever. Whatever recipe you want, however you want to mix it up. You mix it up how you want to. But if you're going to use real turmeric or powdered turmeric, you have to put some pepper in there. Because that helps your body absorb the turmeric. So that's the only thing you have to keep in mind. If you're not going to use turmeric, just straight up ginger, then you don't have to worry about the pepper so much. Okay, cool. And as I said last time, you can freeze these. If you're going to spend the time and make a whole bunch, you can just put them in the freezer, and as you need them, you have them. If you got young kids, you got to start to train them up to drink these things. So when they're older, they're already used to the taste. Don't start giving them these things when they're older and you got to force it down their throat. Like how your parents in the Caribbean wants to give you these bitters back to school, herb deworming. Did I miss anybody? Okay. I gotta go to the big box stores. I need some more seeds for the herb garden challenge. There's some herbs I want to see if they have them. That's a bit too much. I want to see if they have them at out yet, because I see everyone's going to the stores and the seeds are already out. And last year here, the seeds were out early. Okay, so that's 12. That's 16 so far. Okay, I don't want to put too much because it will overflow sometimes. 17. It smells like pineapple though. It smells nice, but when you taste it, all you taste is the turmeric because it's so... Turmeric just takes over the whole thing. And look at all the nutrients in pineapple, so that this is giving you a whole bunch of healing properties. I don't even know if this is a little short there. Oh yeah, you could type in the weather as well, guys. The macro showing you guys. Yep, freezing sounds like a good idea for... Yeah, freeze it. You don't have to do all this work and say, oh, I gotta do it again next week. No, freeze them. Obviously, leave a gap at the top. Don't fill it to the brim. Leave a gap, and then you just freeze them. Preferably upright so that they don't leak out. And then you have them when you need them. That's the point. If you're taking 1, 2 a day. As I said, I haven't gotten sick. I caught the plague when in 2021. Yeah, I caught the plague in 2021. And I haven't been sick with anything else really since. A little sinus issue, yeah, but I haven't had a cold or a flu to speak of. So the stuff is working. My immune system is working. I'm also not staying away from people who are obviously sick and sneezing and coughing. I'm staying far away from them. That's what I'm doing, but I haven't been sick. None of us have been sick. My dad hasn't been sick. Was he sick? He had a little sniffle a little while ago, a little cold, but it came and went in like 48 hours. My sister, I think she had a little sniffle. Yeah, she was sick right before Christmas. I think that was more of a fatigue issue, but yeah, she bounced back within about 3, 4 days, maybe even 3, because she was right back doing stuff. So 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, that's 22. And these are 4 more. And I actually have lots left, so I don't know if I have any more bottles. Maybe I shouldn't have watered it down with the extra water I put in there. It's okay. So that's 24, 26, 28. That will be 29 with these last ones here. Okay, well, no big deal. I'll have 2 a day. Because my throat is a bit raspy, so maybe something's trying to jump onto me. Remember, you guys can type #urban, drop your links. And you can also put weather, your city and state or province if you're in Canada and you see the weather. Or you want to see the weather somewhere else, you can type it in there. If you're curious what's going on somewhere else. I'm in Toronto, so I think DMAC already dropped. She and I are in Toronto, so she dropped the city. I think we're at 3 degrees Celsius earlier. Don't ask me Fahrenheit because that's not what I use, so it's not my default. You're gonna have to. I think 30 is 0. So you're gonna have to convert the app will convert it. Also, these shots and the juices I'm doing help clearing up my skin, the eczema. I had a bad flare-up last summer, and it's taking me months and months to get rid of it completely. My hands still have some on it, but it is clearing up, but it's taken forever. Maybe you can use what's left first. I have empty. If you have empty. Yeah, I got some mason jars. Yeah, I got some mason jars. So I can use that. I have some other shot glasses. They're 1 ounce shot glasses. So I can probably use some of those because I think my dad likes maybe a half a shot. So I'm going to get those jars in a second. Yeah, this is crazy, guys. This is a lot of shots. This is a lot of shots. And I have another jar here, but that needs washing. So let me get the 1 ounce, because that might be appealing. Did I miss anybody in the chat? I think I want to go back to StreamYard on the phone because it keeps the chat on there. Maybe what? Yeah. But I think YouTube, they say if you do YouTube, you get more watch hours. I don't know. You guys tell me. We know the rules and regulations. Okay. So I'm getting the jars. Hold on. Oh, before I do that, where's the camera? Okay, I'm going to go show you the hydroponics that I said I'm going to show you. Give you guys a sneak peek. For those who are in the WIG 2022. So hopefully you guys can see it. So you can see, it's hard to see with the light, but everything has germinated. Except for my spinach. There's 2 domes on there. So my endives have germinated. The butter crunch. The 2 lacinato kales. There's 2 seedlings in that one. I might have to separate them, but maybe not. 2 black seeded Simpsons have germinated. Burpee bib, and rouge something lettuce. And this is ode to Mike's Chaotic. I have a figurine too. You see, I got a figurine. So I got some kind of dinosaur there. But that is the hydroponics. I have some foil stickers on there. Haven't had any issues showing any. And this is on, day 7. It was day 6 this morning. I think I must have started in the day sometime. But yeah, that's what's going on here. It's very quiet. You can't even hear nothing. And the pump is usually going. So let me go back to the kitchen. But that's what's going on. Yeah, it's doing its thing. Okay. It's doing its thing. I never get spinach sugar unless I use. Oh, good. Thanks for telling me, because maybe it may not work. I was gonna do arugula, but then since arugula is a herb, I said I'm gonna do the arugula with the herb challenge. So I'm not sure. So okay, and yeah, I looked in the hole with a flashlight, and the seed does not look like anything's happening. So maybe you're right. I should use the paper towel method, then throw them in there, and then it would maybe work. Maybe it needs heat. No, I don't think spinach needs heat. I don't know. Too many things, too many discrepancies. I can't keep up with all the rules of growing. But if it doesn't germinate, I will put something else in those 2. Maybe some kind of I don't know what else I could put in there. That's spinach. Maybe a different type of spinach, because that's the giant noble. Maybe Swiss chard. Does Swiss chard work for you, Mike? I didn't want to do Swiss chard because I have Swiss chard in the garage. I don't really need it, but I love the Dino Buddy. Oh yeah, I don't remember where I got that from. That's from like some, you go to those game arcade places to play games as an adult, like Dave and Buster's kind of thing. And I think it actually was Dave and Buster's. And I got those things. I don't know why I still have them. And when I saw them, I'm like, oh yeah. Yeah, just use scissors to cut sponge open and put seedlings in. Oh, once oh, Swiss chard goes insane. Yeah, that's why I didn't want to grow Swiss chard. I have enough in the garage. It lasts 12 months a year. It will not die in the garage. So I don't really need it. Okay, so these are 1 ounce. These are 1 ounce. I'm going to fill them to the brim because they are 1 ounce. Well, almost to the brim. Uh-oh. See, I just made a mess. I just made a mess. Rinse this off because now it's on the jar. Yeah, I think my dad would like these ones better. These are 1 ounce, so he could have 1 in the morning, 1 in the evening, versus the 2 ounce, because he always has half anyways. He doesn't seem to. I had a ton, but don't like the. Oh, that's what you. Yes, that's what you had said. It tastes, and to be honest, I think things do taste different depending on if you grow it in soil versus hydroponics. Because for people that I know who smoke Mary J, hydroponic one has a different potency and everything. Swiss chard is a great crop to grow. My kale over here is usually pretty healthy during. Yeah, that's probably what it is. Certain things taste different in hydroponics. And unless you've done it, it doesn't make sense, but it does make sense. There's something different about how it tastes in the soil versus the hydroponics. Because I don't mind it in soil, but I may not like it either in hydroponics, like you said. It may have a bitterish taste. Must be a piece of ginger or something. Okay, so let me... But I'm going to have to find another green. Maybe radicchio? Or maybe just do some more endive, or... I have some other lettuce that I didn't plant. Like I didn't plant any romaine. I didn't plant any... I have several other types of lettuces. Paris Island. Maybe I'll grow one of those instead, because if the spinach doesn't grow, I'm going to just do that in the peat pellets. And for the outdoor garden. Okay, so this is... I'm going to do green juice tomorrow, but I just don't feel like doing it today. I'm just tired. I'm going to wash my hair today. That's what I'm going to do. Hopefully, and then I'll do the green juice tomorrow. Let me see if I missed anybody. Oh, romaine is great. Okay, yeah, I'm going to try that. I'm not a fan. Hey, Shanna. I'm not a fan of romaine, but I do like juicing it because it has a lot of water. Peppers are hotter. Oh, you see? I try both raw and cooked Swiss chard. I don't eat Swiss chard by itself, mind you. I usually mix it with other greens. Maybe I can grow mustard greens in here too. I have some mustard green. Do I have mustard green seeds? I must have them somewhere because I grew it. I have to find... Oops. Whoops. Why did I just reset that? I think I have some mustard greens seeds somewhere, but I didn't find them when I was looking. And peppers are hotter. Okay, so I'm gonna go to the box store because I want to see if I can get some dwarf seeds from certain plants. Yeah, well the kale is, you can see they're killing it. The kale's already up and at 'em, showing off. I have 2 seeds in the one sponge, so maybe, and the kale has a big what do you call it? Taproot. The taproot's all the way out the sponge, so maybe I can separate them. Cut the sponge in half, or let them go in the one sponge together. I'll see. But I can't wait for the dinosaur kale. Hold on, I'm getting some more jars. Okay, here's some more. I only have 5 more, so 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. I must be missing a jar. I think comes in a packs of 4. Okay, guys, I have a lot of shots, so I really don't know why I watered it down. It's okay. I'm going to have maybe 4 ounces a day. Simple as that. And I can freeze some. I could find some room in the freezer. Let me see what I missed. Kale grows great hydroponic super fast. I started kale a month ago and already eating salads. That's what I want. It grows well in mason jars. Cracky method too. Yeah, I've been watching some of your older videos, so I saw what you were doing. You use protein tubs, mason jars. You used you know, the supplement jars that you get from like, the protein powder. I saved my jugs from the powder, so I'm gonna use that because they're not see-through, so then I won't have to worry about algae. Don't have to worry about the algae. I'm just trying to figure out what other green I want. Maybe I'll just do another lettuce because I don't have any miniature other plants, but I guess they'll only grow as big as the root will allow it to because limited space. I'm not sure. I'm still learning, but what I do know is I like it. I like the fact there ain't no bugs. I like the fact that I don't have to water it and keep an eye on it. The tank will let me know when it needs more water. And the fertilizer's already there. It's just doing its thing. I'm only recording it to give you guys updates, but other than that, it's pretty much hands off. The light turns on when it's supposed to and turns off when it's supposed to. I don't have to have any kind of timer or thing set up. I'm like, this is the only thing I don't know about. I have to see my electrical bill, my hydro bill, and see what the impact is because I'm going to be plugging in the one for the herbs soon and see if it really makes much of an impact. I don't foresee it because it's LED. I don't foresee that, but just to let you know if there's a huge impact, because I'm going to have 3 units going soon. The third one is going to be doing my bok choy, but I don't want to put the bok choy. I could put bok choy up top, mind you, and I can no, some of these units are not transferable, different size openings. Let me see what I missed. Any food safe container. Yeah, that's what I realized. That's what I'm going to start doing. You see all these jars everywhere just growing food. I still have quite a bit left. It's quite a bit left. And I don't think I have any more jars. Let me find one. Otherwise, it's going to go in one big mason jar. Let me see if I have any more jars. Nope, only one more. Ooh. Okay. Only one more of these little ones, so I don't know what's going to happen. I like using a 40-watt bulb at most, like 20 cents a year for all the food you get. You're definitely making me want to make shots. Yeah, make the shots, man. I'm telling you. You have this first thing in the morning. You have it at night. You don't need all these other nonsense and, natural stuff. Yeah, I'm going to... Exactly. I don't think it's expensive because I have my garage light. It's been on since October. And my fig tree's in there doing her thing. The Swiss chard's doing their thing. I have to water. The eggplant is like, I think it's drying up now. That's the problem last year. It died, but I think I have to go out there tomorrow. I'm going to have to water all those plants in the garage. They don't need to be watered very often, but because it's cold outside, you kind of forget. And you're like, oh yeah. Let me just rinse this up with some, I already washed it, but let me rinse it up with some bleach. That's one more jar. That's what I usually do. I wash them ahead of time, but then I just rinse them out with bleach, make sure it's disinfected. I don't know why. I just do that. So make sure it's sanitized. And then I have one more. That's pretty much it. I'd be shocked if it costs you more than $1 a year to run for 3. So that's exactly, it's very affordable. So I'm going to start recommending to people, like, yeah, get the hydroponics. Don't bother bring no soil in your house, really and truly. I've had too much problems the last couple of years, and as a new gardener, there's something more frustrating. I know some people are good at getting rid of them, but that was like a full-time job, fighting the gnats. Then I saw white flies, then I saw spider mites, and then there was potato bugs, and it was just too much, man. If you're going to overwinter your plants that have been outside, they should go into a garage or a greenhouse. They do not belong in your house, number one. And some of the house plants that you're buying from stores to bring them to your house need to be put in quarantine before you bring them in your house. Okay, so 12, 14, 16, 18, no, this is actually going to count these two as one, because these are 1 ounce. So 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 20, 22, 24, 26, 28, 30, 32. I have 34 shots, and I still have a good amount. So this is going to go in a big mason. Well, not a big. I'll put it in. Boy, I almost fell down and hit me. I'm going to put it in a pint. I guess this is a pint size, 500 milliliters mason jar, because I don't have any more jars. And it pretty much fills it to the brim. Okay, so I'm going to scrape because there's some like pepper and some residue. What is this? Oh, that must be some honey still in there. I guess I didn't get all of it. Okay, I'm going to have to put some, just a slight warm water from the kettle. I'll do that after, because there's a bit of honey at the bottom here. It didn't dissolve. Oh no, maybe it's dissolving now. I'm just kind of moving it around with a spatula. If I missed you guys, sorry, I'm not looking at the chat this second, but give me a minute. Give me a minute. Okay, I think I got everything out. I'll deal with that after. Wipe this off. So it's quite a bit of shots, so this could probably go in the freezer. I'm going to have to pour off some because it's too full. I could probably spoon out some to make a shot now. I'll deal with that later because there's some honey still left in the main jar. But let me just look at the chat because now I can pay attention. Oh, take care. Gotta run. No problem. I'm gonna end soon. Hey, good eats. But that's gonna take out the trash. Okay, no problem. 34 shots. But I have a whole big old this. So this is, I don't know, 500 milliliters is whatever ounces. I don't know. 2 ounces a shot. Maybe there's like 10 more in here. Maybe 10 more shots, or give or take in there. So you're looking at could be almost 50 shots. I think I might have one now. I'm going to spoon it out. But yeah, that's about it for me. I'm just checking in with shooting the breeze with you guys. So I hope everyone's doing well. Having a good evening. Hope the weather's nice where you are. Make sure you start planting some seeds, dropping some seeds indoors. If you're considering hydroponics, I definitely recommend it. I can't tell you which brand is better than another, but whatever you buy, it's going to be good because it's going to free up your time. I have seed trays that I'm still going to use them, but I find the watering with me was a problem because I always overwater and then I underwater. There's no perfect balance, so definitely recommend it. And if you want to keep your plants indoors, I think it's just easier. And also, they started so fast. All my brassicas, if I want to do a fall garden outdoors or even on the veranda, like this is going to make my life so much easier. Just start them and then transplant them. And just keep rotating. But that's it for me, guys. Thanks for joining in and popping in with me making my shots. I'll see you all soon in these YouTube streets. What's tomorrow? Tomorrow's Wind Down Wednesday. So for those of you who go on Hands in the Dirt, I'll see you on Wind Down Wednesdays. Be kind to yourself, be kind to others, and let's take 2023 as a time to get ourselves healthy, okay? Bye. God bless.